Si te beso me pierdo el camino, mae. Yo ya me siento distante, pero fue tu culpa la que nos mató. Creí que te sabía más y sé que me lloraste más. A mí lo nuestro fue distinto, pero aún no entiendo lo que nos pasó.
promised me forever, but you broke my heart. Now I'm standing here trying to find my way, but the storm in my chest won't fade away. I gave you my all, and you gave me your lies, but I'm stronger now, can't be paralyzed. You try to leave me shattered, but I'm still whole. You won't break my spirit, you won't take my soul. I'm not the same, I'm not the girl you knew. I'm learning to love me, I'm learning the truth. You can't keep me down, I'll rise again. I'm letting go of the pain, I won't pretend. Life's tears in the rain, but I'll be okay. I'm letting go of the hurt you gave. Tears in the rain, they wash me clean. Now I'm free from the light we used to dream. I hear your voice when the night's so cold, but I won't come running back to your hold. I found my strength in the silence and the scars. I'm learning to heal no matter how far. I gave you my trust, but you tore it apart. Now I'm finding myself, finding a brand new start. I'll keep moving on, I won't stay stuck. I'm finding my peace, I'm rising above. Life's tears in the rain, but I'll be okay. I'm letting go of the hurt you gave. Tears in the rain, they wash me clean. Now I'm free from the light we used to dream. I'm not the same, I'm not the girl you knew. I'm learning to love me, I'm learning the truth. You can't keep me down, I'll rise again. I'm letting go of the pain, I won't pretend. Life's tears in the rain, but I'll be okay. I'm letting go of the hurt you gave. Tears in the rain, they wash me clean. Now I'm free from the light we used to dream.
All right, here we go there, Kinsman.
Here we go.
Yeah.
We're on the launch pad for a Wednesday.
You're already with the lame
I'm
jokes.
already with the lame
that's right.
rocket launching
Yeah.
cliches for a Wednesday night.
You can never give those up, eh?
I can't. No.
Did you even ever
Yeah.
make an attempt to be cool? Like
I
even a
have-
small attempt?
Well, you were called Unk
yeah.
over the weekend.
If I was called
Over the
Dunk,
week.
what do you think they would call you?
What?
Yeah, because you're not like when you're.
No.
I seen you at a party, well, like maybe 3 years ago. You're at the ball of fun, right? So like it wouldn't be. But yes, I was called Dunk, which is a fair assessment. I tried to be hip. I do have a question for you. So this is a short week for most, though we found out
Yes.
last night a lot of folks had to work on the Monday.
Mhm.
Do you find these weeks to drag or go fast? And I know it's 4 days compared to 5.
Mhm.
That aside, what's your opinion?
It goes quick. I think
Goes quick.
it's going quick. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're already Wednesday, middle
Okay.
of the week.
Why not? Kinsman, I
Yeah.
said I know there's less
Well, I know
days.
less days.
How do you feel about
Yeah. Well, you still feel
Yeah.
a little bit exhausted.
Do you feel
from the long
exhausted?
weekend. Yeah. You almost need a vacation to recoup from
Yeah.
the vacation. Another week off.
Yeah, after these long weekends. Well, I'm looking forward to the weekend because I know there's a little bit of rain, but we're getting some heat, baby.
Yeah,
Like
some heat.
Armageddon
31s.
style heat.
Yeah, 31s,
Yeah.
mid 30s. It's going to be feeling like 40s out there over the next few days. Yeah, it's going to be a hot weekend to head back to the camp for the Klomps.
We yes, of course.
Yeah.
Halloween themed week. We were down at the Urban Park Market today and they had free sunscreen, and you asked them, what is that?
Oh, I did not.
You did.
I
It's
use
applied on
sunscreen.
your skin.
I apply it. I apply it well. I don't think I've ever seen you apply sunscreen.
Look at my skin, Kinsman. I don't know if it shows on camera.
Yeah, are you? You're a golden brown.
You look like you were
No.
you rubbed the radish on your
I
arms.
did not. No.
Listen, you got to take care of your skin, pal. I need you healthy.
That's right.
So we have a tremendous show tonight. But before we get there, we got a brand new prize on the Wheel of Winning.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Farm Hill Lane Co. If you're looking for meat, stocking up your freezers, Natalie and her crew or family, it's Timmins, locally owned and operated business. Farm Hill Lane Co. Again, out at Kiefer Lake. If you're looking for the meat, we're giving you a chance to win a gift for you. And again, $25 to, maybe put some AAA grade ribeyes, T-bones into your freezer. And again, they deliver the meat right to you. So if you haven't seen the Farm Hill Lane Co., go visit their website today, farmhilllane.ca. And again, have the meat delivered right to your door. They delivered a box right here to the studio.
Yeah, I was going to say,
today.
like, we got a couple T-bones each. You must have been the hero. I bet you went home. Hey, Papa, don't got hot dogs tonight.
No hot dogs tonight. We're cooking Farm Hill Lane Co. on the grill. Yeah, nice, beautiful ribeye and a T-bone. They're in the freezer ready to go. And again, all professionally delivered. And again, comes complete with a nice little ice pack there.
What in your mind would be unprofessionally delivered?
Well, in like packed in foil.
Yeah,
and dripping wet because it's starting to thaw.
Okay.
But again, you don't have to worry about that. You get the package is delivered. Farm Hill Lane Co. They get the package right to your door, equipped with little freezer, little packs to keep things cool.
They are tremendous. And by the way, don't be knocking barbecue hot dogs because they are still good.
They are good.
Yeah.
You know what we tried? Barbecued hot dogs. We tried air fried hot dogs.
Wow.
That is pretty darn tasty.
You guys are getting all wild over there.
We're getting all wild.
You better settle down there, kids.
Once the air fryer, us unk.
Once the air fryer comes out, the party really.
Yeah, we're looking up air fryer recipes. That's how old we are now.
Okay, enough of our shenanigans like usual. We have on a tremendous guest, and we're so fortunate to have this event in our community.
Yes, we are.
Because, we're Northern Ontario, and of course, we love our hockey and all those traditional things. But there's so many people in the community, and I call it arts and culture, but that's big encompassing for me. That includes our topic of space. People that like things outside of traditional sports, which are very, very popular here. There's such a large gap of people that are into music and crafts and arts and sewing and all those things. And we're so lucky to have Launch Canada come to our community. I nerd out big time, KINZ.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
it's
you got it.
It's a good weekend/week, a full week of rocketry. Yeah. And again, if you followed us last year, we had the pleasure of being a part of it, and we're looking forward to being a part of it this year.
They said you were out to space, but
out to lunch, out to space, on the launch pad. And again, just like in years past, you have a chance to visit the launch site.
Well, don't give away all the secrets. Adam's waiting to tell us this.
Adam,
you're gonna use
he's waiting.
You're going to use all of Adam's script while he's waiting there, Kinsman. Okay.
He's crossing it off with
Are you ready to bring Adam on?
Adam from Launch Canada welcomes us to the show. There he is.
Hey, Adam.
Hey, thanks so much for having me, guys.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, it is
awesome.
It is a pleasure. And just to reiterate, I know you heard this, but I think it's a big privilege for our community to have Launch Canada come back to Timmins and surrounding area once again, because there's so many people that I see when I'm out of camp, I see telescopes looking at the stars, dreaming about going to space. You would be surprised how many people are passionate about anything to do with space in our community. And there's not too many opportunities to explore that interest. And Launch Canada is a big reason why we get that. So, thank you, first of all, so much.
Thanks, Adam, for
coming
us
here. Yeah.
Oh, it's an absolute pleasure. And I mean, you're absolutely right. Like space has captured the imagination for as long as human civilization has existed, right? I don't know many people who haven't had the experience of looking up at the sky and wondering what's out there, wondering how to get there. So it's kind of cool for me being able to help spread the word that for people who are drawn to this, it's not as out of reach as they might assume. This is something that is worked at by real people, and there are really ways to get involved and turn those dreams into reality.
That's right. And I know you can probably expand on this better than we can, Adam, but if you're interested in space, that doesn't mean you have to be someone who's going to hop on the next rocket and land on the moon. Or I guess I should use the term astronaut.
An astronaut.
I do know
Yeah.
there's many careers and passions you can chase in the space industry. I mean, if you want to be an astronaut, go for it. But there's so many fields that I was like, if you want a career in engineering and math and of course science and so many more, like the opportunities are endless, correct?
Absolutely, yeah. It's not just about the rocket science or the astronauts. I mean, obviously those are aspects of it, and certainly in Canada, we've got some fantastic astronauts. I think most people know Chris Hadfield. I actually went to high school at Mark Garneau Collegiate. So Mark Garneau was Canada's first astronaut, who unfortunately passed away not too long ago. But he was a real inspiration to me growing up. So the astronauts have always been kind of like the visible face of space travel. But the great thing about it is almost every area of human endeavor works its way in, whether that's all the different engineering disciplines, manufacturing, business, finance, arts. It all comes into play.
Yeah, it really is tremendous. Now, for folks who've never heard of Launch Canada, how would you explain it to people who ask, they approach you in a coffee shop and go, "Hey, Adam, hey, I'm here. You with Launch Canada. What exactly is it?"
Yeah, so Launch Canada is a Canadian nonprofit, and we really exist to try to make the space industry more accessible for more Canadians. And the way we particularly do that is by focusing on the rocket piece, the launch piece, so how we get stuff to space in the first place. But we're really here to give Canadians, and particularly students, the opportunity to build the practical, real world skills that they need to do this stuff for real. And so we run the largest advanced rocket engineering competition in the country. So we've got about 30 different universities, colleges, and even a couple high schools now from coast to coast who have rocket teams that actually pull together people to build and launch really sophisticated rockets. And I'm not even talking about, little model rockets like you might shoot off in a playground. We're talking, 10, 15, 20 foot tall, like big rockets that are going to go
Size of
faster.
Volkswagens.
Yeah, exactly. Things are going to be breaking the sound barrier, going to 10 kilometers or more in altitude. And these are the kind of projects that we're used to thinking of major governments doing. NASA does this kind of thing, but we actually have this nationwide grassroots rocketry movement going on in Canada, with a growing number of Canadians who see these kinds of things, are inspired by it, and increasingly say, why can't we do this too? So Launch Canada is here to make that possible for them.
Now, the question is, Adam, you come back, using Timmins, Northern Ontario as the launch destination for Launch Canada and this week of rocketry. Is Timmins the best choice for this, Matagami First Nation?
Yeah, so Timmins and Matagami have actually been phenomenal for this, and there are kind of two reasons why that is. I'll start with the more technical answer, and that's because, of course, if you want to launch rockets, you can't really do that in the middle of downtown Toronto, right? You've got to be in a more remote area with not too many people around and not too many planes flying overhead. So you want to try to get away from the big urban centers. But at the same time, you don't want it to be so remote that people don't have places to stay, places to eat, places to go buy emergency rocket repair supplies, places to get all of the things they need. And so Timmins and Matagami have actually been almost this perfect combination of being remote enough that we can do the things that we want to do safely, and we can get the big airspace that we need to be able to do it, but it's also accessible enough, and there's enough amenities there, there's enough business there, partly thanks to the mining industry, that almost everything we could want is available right there. So those are like the technical reasons for why we like coming to Timmins for this. But the other reason is that honestly, the welcome and support that we've gotten from the community, both in Timmins and at Matagami, has been just incredible. And we always feel so incredibly welcomed and so incredibly supported, and it makes it an absolute pleasure coming back every year.
Yeah, it is. It is a big deal.
And it's phenomenal
It,
to watch too.
it really is. So
Yeah.
so let's walk through the event, because it's not like Launch Canada is here for one day and then they're
No.
packing up. Like
A week.
this is a real extensive event.
No.
Yeah.
And I know things are going to kick off at the Sportsplex. Now, while you talk about the first couple days, Adam, we're going to show a bit of a video in the background of what it looked like last year. But tell us what we can expect the first couple days.
Yeah, absolutely. So this whole event is really the culmination of an entire year's worth of work for all of these student rocket teams from across the country. And the event kicks off at the Sportsplex over the weekend, in this case, August 16th and 17th, with what we call our conference weekend. And so we'll have all of the student teams there. They'll have little booths set up. They'll be showing off their rockets. This one that you're looking at right now was built by the students at Concordia University. This is actually the biggest student-built liquid-fueled rocket in the world ever. And they're actually going to be launching that soon, and are hoping to reach space with it. So this is like really, really extreme end of what can be done. But these are the kinds of things that our students are working on. So at the Sportsplex, you'll be able to see all of these student teams, check out the really cool projects that they're working on. It's open to the public. We've got all kinds of outreach activities going on as well. So people can, bring the kids, build little rockets of their own and launch them. We also have various speakers who are going to be giving talks throughout the day on various aspects of the space industry and how you do this kind of stuff for real. We've got a number of major Canadian aerospace companies like MDA Space, who made the Canadarm on the space shuttle and on the space station. They're going to be there. It's a really cool event that sort of pulls everybody together, and a great way to see the awesome things that young people in Canada are actually capable of.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where we start. And in the background during the weekend, we've got judges who are going to be going around inspecting all of these rockets that you see here. They'll be doing safety inspections as well. So we want to make sure that before we send a rocket out to the launch pad, everything looks good. It looks like it's going to hold together and perform the way we want it to perform, and fly safely. So all of that's going to be happening, and the teams will be showing off the kind of work that they've been doing. So that's really where the event starts.
What I love about the 2 days at the Sportsplex, it definitely gives people of all ages, and definitely the youth, but people of all ages, an opportunity to see things firsthand about folks that are pursuing or excelling or have excelled in the career in space. And they're here. They're physically here in our community. The other thing is you get to see these rockets, and like you mentioned, there's all different sizes, but there's some quote unquote big boys.
Yeah,
there.
the big boys that are flying what, Mach 1, Mach 2? How fast do these rockets fly at them?
Yeah, we will. We've got a lot that'll go faster than Mach 1. We've got some that are going to be getting up to Mach 2 or even greater.
That's awesome.
And one thing that's been so cool about this is this is going to be the fourth year of the competition, but every year they just keep raising the bar. And it is really inspiring, and it always starts with that first team that comes out, they do something new, they push the envelope, and then other people see that, and that gives them ideas, and it makes them realize sometimes that something that maybe they never even imagined they could do might actually be possible because they literally just saw it. And after a couple years of that, that leads to everybody just pushing each other to doing bigger and bigger and cooler things. So you really see that progress year over year, and that's been just absolutely amazing to watch.
Another cool thing is how engaged the student teams are. So, we spent some time going booth to booth, talking about the setup of their rockets, how they put everything together, what were some of the successes, how excited they are to launch, what were some of the things that they had to learn. So you really can get an in-depth feel about what it takes to put this together.
Yeah, to put a rocket on the launch pad to have it ignite. Again, these teams, I'm assuming, Adam, aren't putting weeks into this, probably putting more weeks, months, even years putting these rockets together.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And some of these projects really are multi-year efforts. So one of the things that we've really tried to do with Launch Canada is make it as flexible and supportive as possible, because as you can see with these projects, every area of engineering works its way in. So whether a team is really interested in the electronics side, or how to build cool carbon fiber, super strong, super lightweight airframes, to building rocket engines themselves, there's a lot of scope for them to run with whatever is interesting to them. But some of these things are challenging and they take a while. And so in some cases, you'll have teams that maybe last year or 2 years ago started building a rocket engine, and it took them a while to get it performing well enough. But then this year they're going to come out and they're actually going to fly it for the first time. So it can be a really long-term effort for some of these students. But that's how the real world of engineering works, right?
Mm-hmm. And then, so it kicks off what I call like a tremendous couple days. And then we get into some fun action.
Yeah,
so
the actual launching.
Then we move slightly out of the Timmins City Center to Matogami First Nation.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. And this is where you're going to see, is the proper term the rocketry competition, or what do you folks call it?
Yeah, actually, we like calling it the Launch Canada Challenge rather than the Launch Canada competition, just because it honestly doesn't even feel like a competition often. It feels almost more like a bunch of just really talented, really motivated people coming together to do really difficult stuff. And everybody really supports each other. It's this awesome, really friendly, collegial atmosphere. So I do like to think of it more as a challenge. It's about pushing ourselves. It's about trying to do really difficult things and not necessarily trying to beat other people or show other people up.
So this kicks off on the Monday.
Yeah.
And so a couple of cool things. So if you're in the Timmins area, or if you're traveling here for this event, which I know people who do, by the way,
coming
to
in
watch,
from out of town.
You offer, it's open to the public, number one. And number two, you offer free shuttle service to and from the site, which is awesome, because not everyone has a means, not everyone has
a means to get there,
a vehicle,
or a vehicle that can survive the trek in there. It is quite, it's off the beaten path, but when you get there, you'll figure things out. Why, it's nice to take the shuttle. And again, the convenience of the shuttle, it's amazing that you've got drivers going to and from during the entire week of competition.
Oh yeah, it's rocket launch sites tend to be remote, and so we do want to make it as easy as possible for people to come out and check this stuff out, because it's pretty cool and it's pretty inspiring seeing all this stuff. Of course, the week is always a little bit unpredictable. I mean, obviously rockets are famously weather dependent, so part of the reason why we're there for the full week is you never know when you might get a day or two of rain rain or the winds are too high or something like that, so you can't launch. But we make sure that we've got enough time there that hopefully everybody's going to get a chance to try to fly.
Yeah, really. And you literally can see rockets launch.
And that's it.
It's super cool. The area is well set up, by the way, because we were there last year, Kinsman, and it's really well done. And it's just a great outing, with a group of friends, your family, by yourself, however you want to do it. Like, it really is something awesome. And it's not too often we get to see rockets launch in the skies here in Timmins.
No, and especially, blasting off at Mach 1, Mach 2. It's phenomenal. And again, there is a bit of dangerous behind it. Again, I like to call it mission control, Adam. You've got the countdown there. It's quite the spectacle being live when they're doing the live countdowns.
Oh, absolutely. If you've ever, watched a rocket launch on TV, this really is the same thing, kind of in miniature. But you'll probably recognize a lot of the same sorts of things that happen, and that's really what these students are learning. They're getting a glimpse of how you actually do this professionally, and some of them will go on to do that. It's a pretty exciting time for this industry, especially here in Canada, where I think people are starting to understand that we need to build more of these kinds of high-tech capabilities for ourselves. And the ability to get stuff into space is one of those really critical areas. And we've got students who are going to be the ones to make it happen.
Yeah, it really is cool.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I know I've lost count on many people who have personal interests in something to do with space.
Mm-hmm.
And really, it's about giving people opportunities to explore it. That's the biggest thing. Now, I love seeing the rockets go up. That's how simple I am, Kinsman.
Yeah.
I love just watching them.
Like them coming down with the parachutes deployed. That's having them launch is one thing, but keeping an eye on where they land, is another thing.
Mark,
and again, all part of the adventure.
And Mark doesn't even know how to throw a paper airplane, so he's really excited.
I am excited, and again, for all walks of life. I love how you gear it to all ages, especially the little ones, Adam, who may have their eyes on, sitting in your seat down the road, because my boys still talk about it. We saw you at Beaverfest. You had, one of your launch test sites out there for the miniature rockets, and my boys still have their rockets, still talk about them. They brought them for show and tell. Again, it's a big fun day even for the kids.
Oh, awesome. Future rocket scientists right there. That's great.
It right. Sure is. Yeah.
Well, you guys should come and launch rockets of your own.
We should.
We should put a rocket together.
I think that's a challenge. I'll put Kinsman in space.
Kinsman in space.
But I think, and we're going to be very involved. By the way, like the other side of it is we really appreciate the partnership.
Yes, we do.
We think this is awesome. We're going to be very much involved. So we want people to physically attend these events. It's a non-miss. Okay, please don't miss this, because you got plenty of days to get involved. And number two, for folks who can't make it a day or two, we're going to be providing some visuals
live coverage
of what's happening out there. But it's something you really need to see in person.
It is awesome. And again, I dare you to keep, you want to keep a trained eye, or the visual of the rockets leaving that launch pad, but it's hard to keep a steady hand at Mach 1, 2. It's quite the feat. And again, it's a lot of fun. And we're praying for some good weather that week to get those rockets launched off the pad.
Absolutely.
I have a couple of fun questions for you, Adam.
Oh, sure.
Since we're talking space, and then we could see if we missed anything regarding the Launch Canada event. Okay, obviously you have in-depth knowledge about space and space programs. Extraterrestrial life, yes or no? Does it exist?
I think it probably exists.
Mm-hmm.
The question of how advanced is it, how intelligent is it, how far away is it, those are maybe other issues, but I think the chances are pretty high that there is definitely life somewhere in the universe. It's a pretty big place.
Habitable life on Mars, will it happen in the next 100 years?
I think we'll definitely see some sort of settlements on Mars. Yeah. Space is not a friendly environment, so you're not going to be necessarily vacationing there anytime soon. It doesn't really support human life as it is, so there's a little bit of work that's necessary to construct habitats to make it livable. And it's also a very long way away. It's hard sometimes to wrap our minds around just how big space is and how far away the other planets, let alone other stars, actually are. So it takes a while to get there. But I think we'll definitely start seeing human settlement on Mars in the next 100 years.
And finally, the greatest, I'll call it space series. Star Trek or Star Wars, or do you have another one?
Or Spaceballs?
Oh, well, there's a sequel coming out to Spaceballs.
Yes,
I gotta say, I am more excited about Spaceballs 2 than I've been about many things for a while. So definitely love that. I'll give kind of the cheat answer and say I actually do really like Star Trek and Star Wars, and I like them for different reasons. Okay,
fair enough. Yeah, it is a hard decision. It's like iPhones and Androids. People are definitely split. I'm slightly more a Star Wars guy because I wanted to grow up to be Luke Skywalker, and I turned more into Chewbacca.
Chewbacca.
But Chewbacca's awesome.
Chewbacca's got more hair.
Yeah, I guess I don't fit the Chewbacca either. I'm more C-3PO then. Was there anything else about Launch Canada? About your travels to Timmins, about the week plus that you wanted to mention that we might have missed?
I think you covered it pretty well. Check out our website, launchcanada.org. We've also got a Facebook event that we set up. So anybody who's interested in coming out can sign up on Facebook for the event. Let us know you're going to be there, and we'll have lots of details on everything from shuttle bus schedule to the conference weekend to how launches are going to work, and whether a given launch day is a go or not.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun, and of course we'll be publicizing all that information also. We do look forward to joining your streaming team. We never got to do that last year.
No, we're going to be on one of the shows for Launch Canada, right from the launch site.
Mark was doing his research today. He was Googling, what does the Big Dipper look like?
The Big Dipper.
You don't know the Big Dipper? You better brush up a little.
The Small Dipper.
Yeah, the Small Dipper.
Is Pluto a planet or not?
Because they do a heck of a job, because they have a lot of time to fill. You just don't launch rocket after rocket. There is a process to get set up. I thought they were amazing last year, so we're excited to join that panel.
Yes, we are, and I know the university students probably they dog-eared Timmins on the map for this year's competition and all the competitions and the challenges. Again, maybe from last year, it's got to be nerve-wracking. I'm just saying, because some of these teams putting the rockets together, you're hoping it lights on that launch pad. You put all that time and effort in. It's got to be a stressful start for some of these teams.
Oh yeah, it's a pretty intense week for everybody, and I think everybody's seen video of rockets not doing what they're supposed to do. That is something that comes with the territory. It happens to the professionals, so the students are not immune to that. But it is a taste of real space engineering for them. And I think in any case, it's always an awesome week of learning for the students. And however a particular launch ends up going, they'll be learning from it. And with that new knowledge, that new experience, they'll be back bigger and stronger than ever next year.
Yeah, it really is something to see.
It is.
And thanks to Rockets, I can watch Netflix out of my RV now. So anyway.
Rockets, exactly.
Yes. Space technology. Yeah, we should ask you this, Adam, flat Earth or a round globe? For those flat Earthers out there.
Really? Do we seriously need to address that one?
Yeah.
Definitely round.
Yeah.
Yeah,
People have checked.
definitely will.
I know someone was saying, did man really go to the moon? That's Chris Costigan. And I believe it was Neil Armstrong who had said it would have been harder for us to fake the landing than it would to be to do the landing, because the technology back then, Kinsman,
They had what, Commodore? It was less than the Commodore 64 back in the day.
Exactly. Yeah. People sometimes, we're so used to technology in our pocket that can create, deep fake AI videos that look really realistic, that we don't always remember that wasn't always the case.
No, it definitely wasn't that.
If you look at like 1960s special effects, they don't maybe age well.
No, they don't. Well, Batman used to punch the bad guy, and the pound sign would come.
Watching the moon landing in Atari graphics, font of Pong.
But I thought, and now we're going to get way off track, and I just want to ask this, but when JFK pursued landing, like the Americans were really passionate about getting to the moon first. Yeah. That was exciting about space. And then things I found, like from the public perspective, might have dried up a little bit after they hit the moon and the cost. But I find things are really rebounding now, and there's so many. It's starting with the I call it the adventures to Mars. There's probably a better term than that, but it's just the unknown of what's out there. I think is fantastic, and it drives a lot of excitement.
No, it's so true, and I think we've been seeing this whole younger generation of students who have been seeing what's going on around the world, whether that's companies like SpaceX landing rocket stages on barges or launching Elon Musk's Tesla past the asteroid belt. All of these things are really impressive, and for a lot of students, they're seeing this, and it's making them wonder about the engineering that made that happen. And that's been drawing a lot of students to pursuing careers in engineering, things like that, and actually trying to learn how to do this stuff. And so it's really awesome seeing how in this area of technology that historically hasn't even really been a big focus for Canada, we've got all of these students who are increasingly like leading the world in cutting edge rocket research. So they're showing the way, and they're really helping us to build a whole new industry that never even existed here and create more opportunities for more Canadians.
Yeah, it is super awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time tonight. We're really looking forward to your visit, which kicks off when, Kinsman?
Yes, August 16th, 17th at the Sportsplex for the Rocketry Conference. Then the 18th to the 22nd, Matagami First Nation, Launch Canada, and the actual launch site of the rockets. And again, you can get there with free shuttles service to and from. And again, follow Launch Canada on their Facebook page, all the details. And again, we'll have coverage from day one right through to the end of launch days.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Awesome stuff, Adam. Well, we appreciate you. So do we say like live long and prosper?
Live long and prosper.
Or do we say use the force? He might be 51% Trekkie.
Or do we say
there you go.
The desert.
Comb the desert. That's awesome stuff. Appreciate you, Adam. You have yourself an amazing night.
You too. Take care. Looking forward to seeing everyone.
All right. We'll see you in a few weeks.
Absolutely.
Okay. Bye. Like
awesome guy.
It is awesome that we're getting this here, and it just shows like our community is getting a lot better, attracting so many different things here outside of the norm. Which I've had kids that played hockey. I love hockey tournaments, but the more options you have for people, I find it's better for the community.
It is. Yeah. And again, if you've never experienced Launch Canada and a rocketry competition, this is the place to feast your eyes on some of the best rocket scientists across the nation.
There we go.
Yeah.
So we'll have a lot more than that than just tonight coming up as we get ready for the event. When we come back, it's the Wheel of Winning.
Yes, it is. Farm Hill Lane Co. We're giving you $25 to try Farm Hill Lane Co. over at Kiefer Lake here in Timmins. And again, meat delivered straight to your door. And we've got a gift for you.
You are so awesome.
Try some ice cream this week and a new fresh fruit refresher at Sweet Freeze. Stop in today, 175 3rd Avenue, or order online, sweetfreeze.com. Registration is on now for the Fall Fair Sweet Peas Baby Contest. Enter your entry forms and send them to fallfairbaby@gmail.com today. The most nutritious dog snack on earth is the Humble Egg. They are nutritious multivitamins for your canine. Ask Melissa at Spoiled Rotten for more details, 407 Wilson Avenue, or call 705-288-0859. PAIB Insurance Inc. have your back and the coverage you need. Call for a consultation today, 705-360-5300. Save 10% off select flooring this week at J&R Custom Cabinets. Also join their newsletter community at jrcustomcabinets.ca so you never miss any of their great promotions. Sign up now for fall DARE classes with DARE Timmins for grades 5 and 6. Email lemurick@yahoo.ca to join this fall. Canada's premier rocketry challenge is back with Launch Canada. The conference is set for the Plex August 16th and 17th with live rocket launches from Matagami First Nation the week of August 18th to the 22nd. Order your cooler bundles today with Farm Hill Lane Co. They've got your chicken breasts, sausages, burgers, steaks, and more delivered straight to your door. farmhilllane.ca. Need help designing your space? Then contact Jen today at Mindful Living Interiors for residential, commercial design and more, and great rates. 705-951-0908. Going on a trip? Then get a detail before you leave from the Shine Shop Crown Timmins. Call Darren DeBano to book your slot this week. 705-268-4855. Fire doesn't take a vacation, so make sure your smoke and carbon monoxide detectors are working. Test them monthly. More fire safety tips can be found at ontario.ca/fire marshal. Fall registration is on now with Timmins Little League Baseball for ages 9 to 12. Sign up today at timminslittleleague.ca. Lamb Chop toys are back in stock this week at Pet Value. Stop into 100 Waterloo Road or the Timmins Square location to pick up yours. The Naked Gun, Bad Boys 2, and Fantastic Four are all playing this week at Imagine Cinemas. For tickets and showtimes, log on to imaginecinemas.com. For our studio set design, we shopped and used Boreal Home and Decor. Shop their showroom online like we did, borealhd.ca. Looking for some fun summer fun? Then play around this week at the Mini Putt and Batting Cages with Don Marcoux, located at the back of Hollinger Park. Looking for gluten-free without the chance of cross-contamination? Then you need to shop today at the Flourless Fox Take Home, Timmins' only fully gluten-free restaurant located 89 Cedar Street South. Camp Bickle wants to thank all their sponsors for making a child's summer so special this camping season. The Alzheimer's Society Cochrane-Temiskaming remind you that your brain deserves care too. Discover brain healthy tips and more, alzheimer.ca/Timmins. Sign up for the Timmins Majors U18 Developmental Camp. Happens the weekend of August 22nd through 24th at the Whitney Arena. Also, billet details online, timminsmajors.com. Whether it's a birthday party, wedding, or a corporate event or more, the Pop-Up Balloon Shop have you covered. Call Ashley Richards today, 705-288-3255, or stop in and see her, 269 Dale Avenue. Check out this 2022 Smoker Craft Angler 14T at Mikey's. Simple, tough, and dependable, and also available with financing, 1301 Airport Road. For Fire Feather Smoke Kiss Chicken, order from All Baked Fried Chicken. Spice up your taste buds this week, $9.99 Riverside Drive. Get your tickets now for the Porpoise Stampede and Rodeo. It's coming up quickly, August 23rd and 24th in Porpoise Junction, porpoiseag.ca. Esso on the Run has the deal of the summer. Buy 2 Absolutely Everything car washes and get 1 free at Esso on the Run, located 562 Algonquin Boulevard. Book a showing now for 293 Elm Street North with Jessica Gervais from Royal LePage, your Northern Realty leaders. Call Jessica now, 705-363-0136. Try the Matagami Rock Burger this week at Matagami River Fries, Inc. 1 giant patty, bacon, lettuce, Swiss cheese, and onion rings. Pick up yours today at the Mount Joy Pavilion. Be seen with Wood Green Advertising. Be on a billboard just like us, 705-288-8446. Double layered tacos, popcorn chicken, chicken wings, and more at Burrito Guys in the Porcupine Mall. Call for delivery 705-579-2057. When you need it painted, contact Timmins Student Works Painting. They come with $5 million in liability. Call for your quote today, 705-363-0800. And if you can think it, 3D Forge Works and Typo Press printers can print it. From printing, promotional design, and more, contact them today at typopress.ca. Your one-stop do-it-yourself reno shop in Timmins is Timmins Home Improvement Center, located at 89 Wilson Avenue. And sign your little one up now for kindergarten this fall with the Northeastern Catholic District School Board. Book an online tour today, ncdsb.on.ca. The Shift into Drive Hyundai sales event is on now at Timmins Hyundai. Finance the new Tucson plug-in hybrid for as low as 3.49% and pick up $1,000 in bonuses. Need some details on the Quilts for Survival's annual sewing retreat this September? Visit online quiltsforsurvivors.ca. Hydrangea trees are priced to move this week at Canadian Tire Timmins. Limited stock though, so pick up yours today. For the best graphic designs of the North, contact Sean or John at 13 Designs. Need to be noticed? Email them today, Sean or John at 13designs.ca. The summer deals are sizzling hot at Matheson Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. It's worth a short drive for great savings. 349 Highway 11 in Matheson. For the best in-glass replacement and mirror repair, everyone goes to Canada Glass, located 95 Wilson Avenue. And happy 90th to the Schumacher Lions Club. This amazing organization has been giving back to this community since 1935. Book a summer family deal this week at Midtown Bowl, starting as low as $59.99 per hour. Call for your fun today, 705-267-3500. And no job big or small for DAP Cleaning Solutions, dump runs, windows, floors, commercial, janitorial cleaning, and more, 705-465-3500. Shop the Urban Park Markets every Wednesday, 10 a.m. to 2 along 3rd Avenue with the Downtown Timmins BIA. For all the details, visit downtowntimmins.com. And the best name in the courier department is Robert Champagne at Timmins Courier Service. Locally owned and operated, 705-266-4285. For more on the Week Out Talk Show, follow Mel and Mel with the Connect Hers and Co. For Vegas-style games 7 days a week, come and play at Jackpot Time Timmins, located 251 1st Avenue, and they're now fully licensed. TFEC says a huge thank you for supporting this year's Rock on the River. Stay tuned for the details on their 10-year milestone lineup coming up next July. Still time to enroll this fall at Northern College. With more than 75 programs to choose from, your future career is waiting for you at northerncollege.ca. Lucian Transportation are hiring for Timmins and Cochrane. Drivers get a $2,000 sign-on bonus and it's paid trading. Call today, 705-360-4090. 410 Bonaventure is for sale with Albert Seal from Royal LePage, your Northern Realty leaders. Call Albert today to seal your deal, 705-465-3493. And Timmins Square invites you to Pet Value this Saturday for the Pet Value's Little Critters Reptile Show. Happens this Saturday, 12 to 2 at Pet Value Timmins Square.
All right, let's talk about the amazing people from Farm Hill Lane.
Farm Hill Lane Co. Again, from farm to table. If you have never experienced delicious, homegrown, locally owned and operated meat right here in the Timmins area, well, this is a gift for you. And again, Farm Hill Lane Co. Natalie Venn and her family hopping on with KINZ and KLOMP. And again, they've got a nice gift for you on tonight's show. $25. And have the meat delivered straight to your door. If you don't believe us, they delivered a box today, KLOMP.
They did.
To the Timmins Square studio. And again, they cater Northern Ontario, Southern Ontario. Again, farmhilllane.ca. Cooler bundles. You saw it on our sponsor reel tonight. It's a cool way to get yourself stocked. Stock those freezers. And again, farmhilllane.ca. They also finance the meat.
Yeah,
They're awesome. Finance it.
So we're going to be running some contests to give away some additional gift certificates. You're going to see another one on the show. When Natalie dropped off the box, I did ask her if I had to share with you. And she said,
have to share.
She said it was the season of giving. So I shared, I almost put that, right into my freezer there, Kinsman. But yeah, we're going to eat like kings and queens. But thank you so much. They are beautiful people. So
yes, they are.
This is how it works. If you made a comment on the show,
you have a chance
you are in for the wheel of winning starting right now.
The Wheel of Winning, brought to you by PAIB Insurance Inc. We are real people dealing with real people. Locally owned and operated in downtown Timmins, 101 Pine Street South. Call toll free 1-844-360-5300.
All right, here we go, pal.
All right, who's going to try Farm Hill Lane Co.? If you've never tried it, $25 gift certificate from Farm Hill Lane Co. and Company. It's going to be a winner, Guy Foisey. There you go.
Geese,
Yeah.
You can hear Geese celebrate so much. You can hear him right through the screen.
You can hear them right
Yeah.
through the screen. And Guy, if you haven't tried Farm Hill Lane Co., $25. And again, the best meat in all of Northern Ontario, right here, Kiefer Lake. Locally owned and operated. Natalie and her family. They run a tight ship there. Again, if you're looking to get your freezer stocked, they deliver right to your door. farmhilllane.ca. And Guy, you've got $25. You can check out the website now and start spending your gift card.
There's nothing better than getting food delivered right to your door.
Isn't that awesome?
Oh, I'm not like a grocery shopping guy.
No,
like
I
food
don't.
on the
I just
doorstep.
like the whole grocery experience.
When anytime I hear delivered to your door, I get really excited.
You get excited.
Oh yeah.
And again,
I
they
get pumped
deliver
up.
in Northern Ontario, Southern Ontario, even right to your door. A lot of places say, you know what, we don't go as far as South Porcupine or Porcupine, but they cater all the places for you.
Moving and shaking.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night, the fire department's on.
Yeah, so make sure you test your fire alarms and your carbon monoxide detectors, because we've got fire safety tips. And again, as you saw it in the sponsor reel tonight, fire does not take a vacation. You got to test those alarms monthly. Again, we'll go through some other
And we're going to see if
safety
you're
tips.
going to be part of the fireman calendar.
the fireman calendar.
We'll see if you make the cut. You've been asking every year for 10 years. I feel like this is your year.
Will I make the page? No, probably not. No.
All
I'll
right.
make the 13th month.
All right. Good night, everyone.
No tiene sentido ya que te vea como antes. Si te beso me pierdo el camino, mae. Yo ya me siento distante, pero fue tu culpa.